The Golfo Dulce is an amazing body of water. It's one of 5 tropical fjords in the entire world, and it's the only tropical fjord on the Pacific coast of the Americas. The Gulf is 200 meters deep, 50 kilometers long, and 20 kilometers wide. The waters of the Gulf circulate slowly, and the deepest parts of the Gulf are considered anaerobic, or without oxygen. This fact, along with the copious amounts of rain this region receives, can make the surface waters of the Gulf taste almost like fresh water. Thus the name Golfo Dulce, or Sweet Gulf. Due to its special characteristics, the Golfo Dulce has a delicate balance and is much more fragile than a normal Gulf. The Golfo Dulce is vulnerable to overexploitation by commercial shrimp boats, which currently operate without any controls within the Gulf. Local fishermen who live on the shores of the Gulf and depend on their catch for their livelihood are suffering from the effects of this overexploitation. 15 years ago, these fishermen could set out early in the morning, fish within the safe waters of the Gulf, and return to their homes by midday with all the fish they needed. Today, they cannot find enough fish within the Gulf itself. They must go out of the Gulf in their small, open boats and spend 2 or 3 days in dangerous and uncomfortable conditions, far from shore, in order to bring back the same catch. Much of the water entering the Gulf passes through extensive and fortunately protected mangrove forests. Mangroves appear to be growing on stilts, but they're actually specially adapted aerial roots which help keep the trunk and leaves above the waterline. The aerial and tap roots filter out the salt in the brackish water they grow in. Salt crystals taken up by the roots are stored in the leaves. The mangrove rids itself of the salt by shedding its leaves. Mangroves help protect shorelines by filtering out sediment and protecting the banks against erosion during storms and high tides. Known as the rainforest of the sea, mangroves provide habitat for a vast number of marine species. Mangroves are under constant attack from coastal development projects that range from shrimp farms to hydroelectric projects. Their importance to the health of places like the Golfo Dulce cannot be overstated.